How's it going, guys? Tony here. And today, breaking news. Sega has just announced a Sega Genesis Mini coming out September 19th. Let's check out the details. Thanks for watching. Okay, guys, let's get into this. If you have followed my channel at all, you know I absolutely love these mini consoles. Got the NES Classic hanging out back here, Super NES Classic, and then, of course, the PlayStation Classic. And I also have a Commodore Mini. And guys, I love collecting these. I love tracking them down. I love just getting my hands on them and playing them and comparing them to the original games, and also talking about other options. And guys, yes, I am super excited about this. I'm a huge Sega Genesis, Sega fanboy through and through. This was my very first console that I could say was actually mine. Didn't have to share it with my brother. And if I wanted to play it and he didn't, I didn't have to share. So yes. And I will be getting one. I'll be doing a midnight release video like I have done with my other ones. So I'm going to go wait in line at midnight to track one down. And I'm going to do a giveaway, and I'm also going to do a review of all 40 games on the system, on the set. So yes, that'll be fun to do in the fall and get through those videos and reviews. And to me, I love doing those. I love doing those huge sets of games and putting it on my channel. I've actually probably already talked about a ton of them already, and I'll talk about that later in the video. So let's get into the details. So I got all of this information off of Kotaku.com. There's going to be a link down in the description below. Check it out. So the Sega Genesis Mini. This was announced by Sega at Sega FES 2019. Coming out September 19th, 2019. And there's going to be 40 different games. There's going to be different versions for different regions. There's going to be a Sega Mega Drive version in Japan, a European version, and then a North American version. Now the cool thing is, Gunstar Heroes and Castlevania Bloodlines has been confirmed for some versions. Now, that being said, I think it will be on the North America Sega Genesis Mini because those games are super popular here in the West, and they're just super popular in general. So I actually see those two being on all 3 iterations that will come out. And right now, Sega has only announced 10 games out of the 40, and it's just for the Japanese region, for the Sega Mega Drive. So those games, real quick: Sonic 2, Puyo Puyo 2, Shining Force, Castlevania Bloodlines, Powerball, I have no idea what that is, Gunstar Heroes, Comic Zone, Rent a Hero, Space Harrier 2, and this last one I cannot pronounce, so forgive me. It's Madu Montagari Iche? I don't know how to say that. We'll figure out what that is later. But again, that's just the Japanese games that have been released so far. And there's going to be different lineups, Sega has said. Different lineups for the European, US, and also the Japanese release. M2, they are the developers of the Sega Ages that have been coming out on the Switch, Nintendo Switch, and they're the ones putting this together. Not At Games. At Games is absolute garbage. I hate At Games. And I was so happy when Sega made this move, because At Games, if you played any of their little mini systems, the emulation is sound is atrocious and just not the same. And the quality of the picture is garbage. So yes, I'm very happy that M2 is doing this. All of the Sega Ages games that I have played have been excellent. They've been excellent ports and just a lot of fun, and there's actually been a few things that they've added. And yeah, I'm looking forward to what M2 puts out. Some features for the Sega Mini. So there's going to be a 6-button controller confirmed, and it's going to be the same size as the regular controller. So that's a bonus. And there's also going to be a save anywhere feature, and that's kind of common with all of these mini consoles. And there will probably be like a rewind feature, I would assume. I don't know. But that was not confirmed here. And there's going to be a couple different choices. So, the equivalent of $60, you can buy the Mini and one controller. Or you can get a Mini with two controllers for $80, the equivalent of $80. So let's get into some of my opinions and see what I have to say about this. Okay guys, let's talk about my opinion of the Sega Genesis Mini and some alternatives that I can already give you that might actually be better. So yeah, here's my answer, and it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me that they're releasing this thing, but these have been super popular, so why not? I think Sega will make a killing off of this. And I'm just really hoping that the emulation, the software, everything, the presentation of the Mini is just going to be superb. M2 is pretty good, like I said. So here's the alternative, and here's where I'm like kind of scratching my head. I absolutely love this game, by the way. So this is the Sega Genesis Classics, and you can play this on anything and everything. The Xbox One, PlayStation 4, I have it here in my hand, and I actually even have it on the Nintendo Switch. And I know you can get this off of Steam. Over 50 games. Over 50 games. And it's essentially going to be the same thing that you're going to get. And, I mean, this has pretty much every game that you would want to play on the Sega Genesis. There's two glaring games that are not on here, okay, that they left out. Sonic & Knuckles and Sonic 3. Okay, so yeah, those are the only games that I wish were on this set. But other than that, there's some really great games on here. Shining Force, Shining Force 2. Phantasy Star 4 is one of my favorites. Sonic 1, 2. There's Sonic Pinball on here. Toe Jam and Earl. Panic on Funkatron. Vector Man 2. I mean, it even has the Wonder Boy games. So, this is going to be hard to beat as far as game selection. And if you're just purely wanting to play some Sega Genesis games without having to buy one of these, hook them up, and get all the cartridges, or get one of these crappy games, pieces of garbage, classic game console, then this is probably the best way to go. This is only like $30. And I actually saw this the other day going down to like 20. So it's starting to drop. So $60, $80 for two controllers versus this for $30, maybe even $20 if you can find it on sale. I don't know. Now, if you're wanting to, just collect these things, have a nice item on your shelf like me, then yeah, knock yourself out. Knock yourself out and get it. If you're a huge Sega fanboy like me, then knock yourself out. I absolutely love the Sega. So yeah, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it just because I'm a collector and I love Sega. Now, I will, like I said earlier, I'm gonna do reviews of all 40 games. I've actually played every single one of these games on my channel. I did live streams, and they were kind of reviews, not full in depth, but there were some games where I played like 4 hours. Like, for example, I know I played Phantasy Star 4 for like 4 hours on my channel. There's like a 4-hour stream. Shining Force 2's on there. I mean, I played through Sonic 2, Sonic 1 completely on my channel. So if you want to check that out, I'll leave a link down in the description below for that playlist for you guys to check out if you want to know my thoughts on any particular game. It's down there. And there's some stinkers on here, okay? So yeah, I will review every game individually, not like a live stream. And I'll also review the system. I will do a midnight release video. I love doing those. They're very fun. Get to do them with Bubby, and we usually just kind of roam around the store if there's not a line and just kind of have a fun time. And I'm going to do a giveaway. So be on the lookout for that. And let me know, what do you guys think of this? Do you think this is going to be worth it? Do you guys think that you should even track one down? Also, how do you think Sega's going to handle this? Do you think they're going to produce enough stock to please people? Do you think they're going to produce enough to get through the Christmas season? And also, my last question for you guys, when is this craze going to end? When is this going to end? Is there going to be a PlayStation 2 Classic Edition? Is there going to be a Dreamcast? Well, that would actually be really cool. Dreamcast Classic Edition? I mean, what's going to happen? Is there going to be a Wii Classic Edition? When's it going to stop? I'm going to tell you it's going to stop when people stop buying these consoles, which this thing flopped big time, by the way. So, alright guys, well, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. And just let me know what you think of this. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day.
Genesis does.
16-bit arcade graphics.
You can't do this on Nintendo. Genesis does.
16-bit arcade action.
You can't do this on Nintendo. Genesis
Does.
Genesis
Does.
Genesis
Does.
Genesis
Does.
Genesis does.
16-bit arcade hits.
You can't do this on Nintendo. Genesis does.
What Nintendo? The 16-bit Genesis system by Sega. Genesis does it all.